At the end of the day, the most important thing is to have um, a track that I love. That's the most important thing for me. If I'm 100% on with that track, that means it's okay.
Joining us from the studio today is Minelli. Hello, welcome.
Hello, hello. Nice to meet you.
I'm Waters. I'm joined by Callista over there, and we
Hey.
are the Gluten Free Radio Show. Very happy to have you on. I think it's funny that you're in the studio because you just dropped a full body of work. That would be Silver and
Yes,
Gold Chapter 2. Congratulations on the release of that. What was
thank
your
you.
process in going about and creating an entire full-length album like that?
It was a long process, but I've released I've wrote tons of tracks for years, but it's funny because I didn't have a mind to release an album until I released Ram Pam Pam. Everybody was asking me like, is there gonna be an album soon? Do you have in mind to release an album? And I thought like, okay, if the people want an album, I'll give them an album. And that's how I've started to think about releasing one. And I don't know, it was such an important thing for me to have an album, even though I wasn't thinking about releasing one, just because an album for me is something so special and personal. And I wanted to have, I don't know, a whole concept. And that's how I started to have sessions in different cities like in London, in Berlin, in Amsterdam, in Ibiza, in Stockholm. And I've started to pick some songs from each place and to think about a concept, and that's how I got it.
Every song on like this album sounds like it was designed for like dancing in the club. So do you ever go clubbing to get inspiration for your own music?
I have the club inside my heart, if I can say that, because I don't go to clubs. I don't do clubs that often. But I'm not a ballad person, and maybe that's why I love mixing heavy beats with sensitive melodies. And I don't know, R&B and soul is my main influence. So maybe that's why I love to mix heavy beats with uh, sensitive melodies. But I don't go that often to clubs.
Well, how do you get like new ideas for how your song should sound?
I don't know. I can get inspired right now by, I don't know, a sound um, or a movie, or I don't know. I can find inspiration in everything.
See, it's interesting. We have one thing in common then, and that is we both love dance music, but don't really go
Yeah,
clubbing or go dancing.
yeah.
So
Maybe because we don't like the drama, but at the same time, we love packing the drama somehow. I don't know.
it's controlled drama, perhaps. Controlled
Yeah,
drama.
yeah.
You've got a lot of songs that you've written for yourself, but you've got a lot of songs that you've written or co-written for other people too. Describe sort of the difference in your approach when it comes to writing a song for yourself versus writing a song for somebody else.
I don't know if it's a difference because I really put my soul in every song that I write. Um, it might get easier. It's, the key, the range, the style and everything. And it can be easier for it to write tracks for other artists. But the main thing, at the end of the day, the most important thing is to have um, a track that I love. That's the most important thing for me. If I'm 100% on with that track, that means it's okay.
And like your biggest hits like Ram Pam Pam are about relationships that didn't really work out, but you're married with 2 children, right?
Yeah, actually, everybody's asking me that. Is that from inspired by your life experience and things like that. But no, I use my imagination a lot, and I love creating stories, and maybe I can use some other people experiences. I don't know, but I don't write from my own experience.
When I was young, I trained to be a songwriter, and one of my mentors told me that her best advice for me was to get in as many breakups as I could.
Okay.
Right from
Okay.
experience.
Yeah, terrible
That's
advice,
crazy.
but I made it. We're fine. It's okay.
Use your imagination. It's easier.
Exactly. No, I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think you're right. Now, there's also a French version of Rum Pum Pum that I enjoyed. I have 3 years of high school French under my belt, and this is about all I can ask. But parlez-vous français?
Oui, oui, un petit peu.
Okay. Yeah.
But just a little bit. And you know, I've studied French in school too, but
Yeah.
I lost it somehow. I don't know why. Maybe I know why. Just because I didn't have somebody to practice my French. And I don't know. I recorded that song. It was only the chorus in French, but it wasn't that easier. It wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy, but I did it, and I think it sounds amazing.
It
And it's not the same thing with English, because we speak a lot in English. And I also know some. I speak some Spanish. Yeah, just a little bit, and some Deutsch, German.
Really? Oh, fun.
But just a little bit. I understand more than I speak.
So what would that be? You have German, you have Romanian, you have a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of, so sort of parts of 4 languages then?
Yeah, not perfect, but it's okay. I can handle it.
Speaking of going to another country, you've actually got millions of fans across Europe who hear you on the radio. What do you want to say to American listeners who are kind of like just hearing the name Minelli for the first time?
They have to check out my new album, Silver and Gold, and my previous songs. And I think they will get to know me just a little bit. And it's actually funny, and I love it that my music travels the world. And I hope they will listen to my music and they will love it. And I hope to come in America to have some live performances there.
Hopefully we can set something like that up. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Fingers crossed.
Right. For Americans like me, while we talk about getting to know you, a lot of people from where I'm from don't know a lot about where you're from. So what's something cool about Romania that everybody should know?
You know, Romania is not only about Dracula and vampires. You know, Romania is such a beautiful place, a beautiful and a cultural place, I can say. And we have ancient places, we have good food. You can have many experiences here. Good food, beautiful places, beautiful landscapes, beautiful weather, and I think a bunch of beautiful and talented people. So you got to come here.
You're forgetting one thing by the sounds of it, and that is beautiful music that you put out too.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course. We're both really happy that you had the chance to drop by here and spend some time and some energy with us, Minelli. Looking forward to hopefully your overseas expansion and seeing you here in the States sometime soon.
Yes, hope so too. Thank you so much.